So I think it was only right that I took it upon myself to throw the best alley-oop of all time. Now the girls, they both ordered the most expensive thing on the menu, which was a whole lobster. That shit costed like £70. Question. Have you ever been on a date that you spent way more money than you thought you was going to spend? Like way more. Yeah, that shit is not fun. The art of a two-man. It's beautiful sometimes. Sometimes it's successful. Sometimes it doesn't quite go your way. Now, everybody knows what a two-man is. You know, two people from the same gender go on to approach two people from the opposite gender to successfully bag those two people. Key word in that sentence was successfully. So how did this two-man start? This is my boy KB. We grew up together. You know, don't want to make it cringe, but he's pretty much my best friend. He was my partner in this two-man. So during my time at university, you know, getting your hair done was a mission. You had all these different hairstylists charging crazy rates, which I was not going to pay because I refused to be extorted. Luckily for me, I had a female friend who knew how to do my hair, and you know, they would sometimes do my hair for free. Like, it was amazing. For the sake of the story, we're gonna call this friend Ashley. Now, Ashley doesn't technically do my hair for free. Sometimes she will take some form of payment, like, you know, I'll buy her food. You know, it's nothing too expensive, normally like £10 to £15. Way cheaper than it would be if I was to get someone to actually do my hair. So for me, it was a win-win. So I really needed to get my hair done. So, you know, I hit up Ashley, you know, my guy. Yo, Ashley, I need to get my hair done still. What? When are you free? Yeah, that's calm. I'm free like Friday, like, so it's calm. But you know the drill, right? Yeah, that's calm. So like, what kind of food do you want? You know, KFC, McDonald's, maybe a little Vapiano, spice it up. You know, Ashley was Italian, so I'd like to cater to her culture sometimes. This girl is gonna look at me, disregard everything that I say, and said, nah, I was thinking like seafood boil. What? Seafood boil? Now, I've looked at some seafood boil menus and I be seeing some prices that are way over that £10 to £15 budget. So there's no way that I'm paying that. So I'm trying to get her to back down. I'm like, you sure you want seafood boil? Like, why not a pizza? You know, you're Italian, right? Let's keep it within the culture. And she gonna be like, nah, I'm not really in the mood for a pizza. See, I was gonna end the call right there because how dare you? I don't care what you're in the mood for. I am not getting you no seafood boil. And I was about to end that phone call, but then she said something that made me rethink my decision. Yeah, because you know, me and Michelle was gonna go, but like, we haven't really had time. Now, context. I've been friends with Ashley for a really long time. Like, you know, that's my guy. Now, my boy KB had a crush on Ashley's friend, Michelle. You see where this is going? So I think it was only right that I took it upon myself to throw the best alley-oop of all time. Oh, I mean, if Michelle still wants to come seafood boil, why not? Like, tell her to pull up, you know, I'll bring KB as well. We can make a whole day out of it. Okay.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money.
Do not ever say I'm not a good friend. Don't ever say that I'm not a good friend. I immediately call my boy KB to tell him the news. Quick note, this story takes place in the UK. We all go to 3 different separate unis across the UK. They're all quite close to each other, nothing more than like an hour away. But you know, we still need to travel. Yo. Hypothetically speaking, if I was to say let's go Leicester, you rolling? No! Bro, why do you always call my phone on some bullshit? And he's right, I always call his phone on some bullshit. But that's my best friend, guys. Like, I'm going to always have to annoy him some way or another. What if I said T-Man? Me, you, Ashley, and Michelle. Wait, you got a T-Man with Michelle? Why didn't you just start with the I'm there? As you can see, he's quite excited. Days leading up to the day, Ashley messaged me to ask, is your friend KB gonna pay for Michelle? Because we're kind of wondering about that. Because obviously you're paying for me because I'm doing your hair, but like, what about her? Now, from this message, I probably should have gathered that this day is not going to go as well as I think it's going to go. But I ignored all of the signs and said, yeah, he'll pay. I mean, he was going to anyways, but neither of us had looked at the menu, so maybe if we had, he probably would have said otherwise. Now, the day of the two-man arrives, and we link up with the girls. You know, we go inside the restaurant, we're sitting opposite the girls, we're laughing, talking. What could possibly go wrong? We then have a look at the menu to decide what we're going to order. And tell me why there was no main on this menu less than £50. Even the sides were expensive. Bread, common ordinary bread, was £10. I look at KB and I'm like, yeah, we're screwed. So me and KB get the cheapest thing on the menu, you know, which was prawns. And even that was like £49.50. Still quite expensive. Now the girls, they both ordered the most expensive thing on the menu, which was a whole lobster. That shit costed like £70. Quick side note, we're all university students, by the way. So what does that mean? That means we're broke. That means we don't have any type of money to our name. All we got is student loan and vibes to go off. So if it comes down, we're just eating, chilling, you know, naturally you want a beverage to go with your food. Because, hey, I may be broke, but I'm not about to choke on this food. So we asked the waiter for drinks. And me and KB, you know, we're chilled. We get like the cheap soft drinks, you know, Coke, Fanta, Sprite, the normal things. But the girls decided they want to be bougie. And they got a mocktail. Like, why? This is just seafood, boy. It's not even no fancy spot. So the bill comes now, and the girls are paying no attention to when this bill comes. They're just on their phone paying no mind. Like, they know they are not touching their card for anything. So I'm doing my calculations of what I'm paying for me and Ashley, because, you know, Ashley's doing my hair. And luckily for me, Ashley ate a lot less than Michelle, so my bill was a lot less expensive. So I'm about to pay, and KB kicks me under the table, you know, prompting me to go check my phone. He sent me a message saying, yo, I beg we go halves. In my head, I'm thinking, fuck no! Why am I gonna pay for what your girl got? But unfortunately, this is my boy. And I do understand we're both not rich, we're not money man, like, and I'm the one that brought him into this situation. So I said, sure. Guys, make sure you always have your boys back, man. Now, with our bank accounts in negative, we make our way to the girl's house to go do my hair. Now, me and KB are what you call gentlemen. So it's not like we was expecting anything. Like, weren't really expecting anything. Like, even me, I wasn't expecting anything at all because, you know, Ashley's my friend and I'm just trying to keep it that way. Like, and I wasn't really trying to talk to her in that level. So I definitely wasn't expecting anything. But, like, Ashley does my hair. And, you know, it's getting quite late. They said we could stay. Now, me and KB are like, oh, cool. KB's thinking calm. I'm going to go sleep in Michelle's room, you know, keep her warm for the night. You feel me? This girl, Michelle, locked her room door and went straight to bed. Like, there was no one getting into her room. So that just left me and KB in the spare room, sharing a bed with no money in our bank accounts. Can I say that this was a successful two-man? Fuck no!